Salutations Friends, it's your pal, Stevie, and I am here at Blade Show 2024 Atlanta, day one, and I figured I'd take a little stroll around, show you guys a little bit, maybe, we'll see. Here we have the main entrance to the exhibition hall. This is where all the craziness is going down. Here we are. Let's see here. Immediate off to the left, we got the Hinderer booth. And yeah, let's just stroll for a minute, see what we see. You know what, folks? I've really already lost my interest to film while I'm here. I don't want to be the guy walking around with a camera the entire time. So I'm probably going to cut this one short a little bit. We'll see. Blade Show 2024, day 2. I think I made the same intro yesterday on day 1, and that might have been the extent of my filming. So I probably end up putting out some sort of compilation video. But riding the escalator up. Here we go, folks. Here at the Edgy Bladeworth booth. And it looks like we have a customer here that is even interested in some Mighty Fine Foreign tanks. That's right. But here with Scott Stills, Edgy Blade Works, having an awesome show. Only got a couple left on the table. Only a couple left, folks. If you want one, come by. I have no clue the last time I turned on the camera to record. I think this will end up being some sort of a compilation video, so I'll just stop talking about that. Over at the other house here at Blade Show, over at Vince's, up over yonder, we got the crew. We got Iggy, Grateful Panic, we got Scott N, we got Snooze Nuzz, we got Forrest, we got Grateful Panic. And out here, Vince convinced Urban Woodsman to build a fire in the fire pit. And although I did not get it documented, it was very cute. They were out here gathering tinder together. And now Turban Boobsman is now out here building a fire for Vince. Blow, Vince, blow. Oh, look at that.
Wow. You did it.
Way to go, Turban. You got it going, Vince.
Yeah.
Do you, what kind of marshmallows do you have? The Stay Puffed or the
ones in the kitchen? I don't know.
The ones soaked in vodka.
All right. Some vodka. What the hell?
You've never had.
And also, is this to code?
I'll give you another Mexican Coke, all right?
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, it needs to have at least like a half-inch base layer of gravel, pea gravel underneath this.
Yeah.
I mean, ugh. No, these chairs are too close. This is another OSHA violation. This is a tripping hazard, right? You saw that live. I almost just tripped and fell into the freaking fire.
I'm offering you another Mexican
I almost
Coke.
tripped into the fire, you guys, live. You would not
They're
believe
talking
the
shit about me. You hear them up there? I heard cowboy hat and motorcycle and skateboarder. He talking shit.
They might be. Yeah, the OSHA violations out at this second house. Vince did it. Vince tried.
I gave you some Mexican Coke to hide the violations. That's the best I could do.
He did, and that's a dick move on my part. I just went back on our deal. Yeah. Forget the OSHA violations and the blood splatters on the wall and the plumbing that's not up to code. We're not going to talk about that. Vincent gave me some Mexican Coke.
The people on the walls.
The wall people. There's no outlets on the covers. And the covers on the outlets here. Iggy's room is haunted. Anyway. But it's night 2 of Blade Show. It's Saturday night. We went to the big Kaiser dinner and everything tonight. It was lots of fun. It was lots of fun. And now we're just... Vince built a fire, everybody. Hey. Vince is so proud of the fire he made. But yeah, this has been a fun evening. I don't know, it's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I think we're gonna be heading out soon. So stay tuned for, I guess, day 3 stuff. Final night of the Blade Show trip. Blade Show was over yesterday. It's Monday. Didn't really film nothing. This will be a little compilation of everything that I filmed, again, which isn't a lot of stuff. But final night, got a bunch of mellow mushroom pizzas. I'll roll that in for sure. And just the final hangout with the fellas. My knife journey. Shane. I'm squishing. I can't squish that mother effer's head. I'm squishing. I cannot squish Shane's head. Someone screen capture this and make a face on Shane's head. We got Snuzz Nuzz. We got Grateful Panic. We got Vince. We got Sharif. We got Ed Harrison. We got a man, Forrest. I will say, full redemption, excellent house leader. Vince was a good house leader. I'll declare it here on video. He redemption. There were a fair amount of code violations over there. However, the report back from all the house guests was that he was a pretty good house leader. So, kudos to Vince on that.
Yeah, I just thought it was like.
Good job, Vince. So, Ed, you got any parting words? All three chains, Ed. All three chains. You got any parting words? This is your chance. This is the big sign off. This is the big. All right, it's been awesome. You heard it. All three chains. Federal. Harrison himself.
They had a bunny that I can't account.
All Fedward. All right, Sharif.
What's up, brother, man?
Appreciate you, brother. Forrest, appreciate you. You mofos, appreciate you. And that's all we got. Appreciate you guys tuning in. And until the next one, I bid you mofos deuces. Bye-bye. Well, I'm back from Blade Show. Got home a couple hours ago. I was out running some errands. And figured I'd stop, and I don't think I did like a proper sign off or anything. I don't know, I'm going to be editing all this stuff together. But yeah, Blade Show 2024, I think you'll see during the compilation video. I didn't film all that much. Had a lot of fun, but honestly, the show itself didn't really tickle my fancy so much this year. Spent a lot of time with Edgy American. Scott Stills over at his booth. Man, I've had, since I landed, got my suitcase back out. I had just put it away, but I've been, Edgy Blade Works. I've been carrying Steve Clare's, what is this? The Astral. It's like the one that Sharp Guy ATX got. But this one has like butterscotch micarta, and it's awesome. Love it so much. It's amazing. Spent a lot of time with Scott Stills. Spent a lot of time with Donnie and Ernie Bless. More to come on the custom that I was supposed to get from Donnie. Had a couple technical issues. It's getting worked out. I did see it though. I don't have any pictures of it or anything to show you folks, but it's freaking amazing. Donnie knocked it out of the park. Just got to do a little fine tuning on it. Then I'll have it shortly. But you know, those two mofos, Bless Knives and Edgy Blade Works, they're doing the stuff that I'm most interested in right now. And I gotta say, Scott Stills, man, and he's just killing it. He's gonna be on the. He's going to come on the live stream pretty soon. We talked about it. He's got a lot of cool stuff to talk about. But, yeah, stopped by and saw, the usual folks. Arcane. Talked to Israel for a little bit. Talked to Kevin and Colin over at Devo. Stopped by American Blade Works. Michael Martin, his new slip joint. This isn't mine, but the new ABW slip joint is phenomenal. This thing is sweet. $150. Magna Cut, titanium. It's really good, and it fits perfectly in a Lancelot leather clip slip. Other than that, let's see. I know I'm gonna forget people. Saw the CDC boys. It was good to meet Luke and Drew in person and their wives. And, other than that, I'm sure I'm forgetting stuff. I'm sure I am, but I don't know. Again, just not a lot really interested me. I didn't even handle a lot of stuff. This trip was really more about hanging out with folks. A extra special shout out to my 3 other roommates that I had for the whole week that I was there. Sharif Manganas, Nuz, Snuzworth Nuzzington III, as you know, and my main man, Forrest Hanks. I got some Forrest Hanks right here. Those 3 fellers were awesome to bunk with all week. And then we also had Doom, who stayed with us a couple nights. Super shout out to Doom. That mofo worked his ass off at the Katuo booth. He was beat, but I got to spend a lot of good quality time with Doom as well. And then shout out to all the other homies that we got to spend a lot of time with. Vince, obviously, Grateful Panic, Shane, Iggy, can't you see? Scott N, Grumpy Grunt, G-Ball and his lovely wife, Ashley, Ed Harrison. And yeah, got to go to a lot of good breakfasts and dinners and whatnot with everybody. We went to the Kaiser dinner, which was a lot of fun. Waiter, right here, please.
Yes, sir. Here you go. Is there anything else I can help you with right now?
No, thank you.
Food good?
Those are good.
Okay, I'll be back to check on.
Any pickles on here?
No, sir.
Take them back.
Okay, I can do that.
And maybe I mentioned it in the other video or not. A little thing that tickled my fancy was in a room full, or in a big area full of all sorts of YouTubers and people from the community. There was one channel that was represented not once but twice on folks wearing their shirt. Guess who that one person was? It was your pal, said Stevie. Shout out to Iggy and Loot 10 Tex, who were both repping said Stevie shirts at the Kaiser dinner. Loot had on my One Moon collab shirt, and Iggy was wearing my channel shirt designed by Gary, the Last Ranger. So that was cool. I don't know. I thought that was cool. Saw a lot of cool people there as well. Met a dude, can't remember his name right off the bat, but we were in line for some food, and Forrest said to the guy, I was like, hey man, get anything cool to show? And he's like, yeah, I was at the Kaiser booth and meant to pick up whatever. They didn't have it. He's like, but I got this other really cool knife, and he pulls out the Phoenix. And we're like, oh man, you a big Satisfaction fan? And he's like, I don't know what that means. We're like, that's the designer of the knife. And he's like, oh, that's awesome. I'd love to meet that guy. I bought this knife because it's just a really cool freaking knife. So I just thought that was awesome. That not that he didn't know Maddie, but that he didn't know Maddie at all and just really liked the Kaiser Phoenix. That was honestly a big highlight. The other highlight for me walking the floor was shout out to Patina Turner. I had to represent for my homie and laid down a nice crop dust in old PD Pirates pirate ship. I'll roll that in. Later, suckers. If you guys didn't see it, but yeah, I don't know. I'm already sidetracked. But I didn't get anything else at the show. I was supposed to get the Blessed Custom. That's coming later. The 2 things I did get came from Lynch Northwest. I ran into Thomas, or I was meeting Thomas there at the show. They didn't have a booth. He was just there walking the floor. Had some of their Blade Show exclusives on him. And he did hook me up with the new All Access Pass AV2. This is just a little mini pry, but this is the Blade Show. What focus there? Probably not. You probably won't be able to see it, but it's the Blade Show 2024 00 of 20. So 2 years in a row, I've gotten a Blade Show exclusive pry bar. That was awesome. And then this is really cool. I got a customized Harsey folder clip in the tree line finish. They did that specially for me. It's getting windy out, it's knocking my camera around. But yeah, now the Harsey folder. I did not wipe off my knife. Go figure. Ooh, that's disgusting. But all right, total sidebar. Best in Blade Show 2024 was what was it? The caramel apple crunch cheesecake that Miss BEDC made for our house. Shout out to BEDC, his son, and Miss BEDC. But we got not one but two pies, and this was cutting up all the pies, and it was so delicious, so much yums. Super shout out to them. They came by the house a couple times. Um, but yeah, other than the Pry Bar, the Lynch Northwest All Access Pass, which is available still, I'll put the link in the description, and the Harsey folder clip. I bought some $20 burlap micarta for the knife that Shane's working on for me, and I didn't spend any other money at the shows. Just nothing really, yeah, like I said, nothing was tickling old Stevie's fancy. I was much more interested in running into people. A shout out to Heyman. Walked the floor quite a bit with Heyman. And yeah, saw all sorts of other people. I'm sorry if you watch this and I didn't name you. I feel bad, but I've forgotten everything. Such a haze, really. But again, special shout out to everybody that I got to hang with. So much fun. Can't wait to do it again next year. Still the number one most requested person. Hey, every time I run into someone, hey, where's Maddie? Where's Maddie? So hopefully Mattisfaction is coming to Blade Show Atlanta 2025. And it'll be a doozy. So, but lots of good stuff going on out there. I'm sure you guys are going to be seeing lots and lots and lots and lots of footage. So you don't need anything more from me. But yeah, after I edited all that together, I thought I'd give you a long-winded rant wrapping up. So that's all I got for you folks today. Appreciate you tuning in along for the ride. And that's it. So until the next one, I bid you mofos, or deuces. Bye-bye.